Yeah, baby. Week 11. Let's get going here. It is Sunday morning, and we are here to set your lineups. Frank is here. Frank, have you missed your last show, or do you have any more future absences?
I am here for the rest of the year, baby. Let's go.
Well, we're going to put that to the test Christmas weekend. We'll see if he's here on that Saturday.
That's fair. That's fair.
Chris, what's going on?
I'm here.
Looks like your hat is inside out.
I don't think it's inside out. I think it's correct.
What is that?
Yeah.
It looks like you threw it in the washer, and that's how it came out.
It's the New Orleans Pelicans, baby.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
Yeah, there was like an old minor league baseball team called the New Orleans Pelicans back in the 60s.
That would be your take on the New Orleans Pelicans. All right, so anyway, welcome everybody, and get your questions in there, and let's talk about some of the big storylines. And a guy that I feel like nobody is the least bit hesitant to start. I am slightly hesitant to start. I want to know how you feel about, you know what I'm talking about? Who do you think?
Achane?
Achane, yeah.
That's
how do you feel
exactly who I thought too, yeah.
What do you think?
So we got a report from sideline reporter Melanie Collins on HQ yesterday, where she said, Devon Achane is a full go and should get plenty of work with Raheem Mostert still banged up. Mostert doesn't have an injury designation for the game, but he did. I think he was limited throughout practice with knee and ankle issues. So I am treating Achane like a low-end RB2. He's RB18 for me, so a mid-range RB2, I guess would be the more accurate way to say that. But yeah, I'm pretty much starting him. I'm starting him ahead of Devin Singletary and Brian Robinson, but I could see how those two guys would be safer than him. Given the upside Achane has shown, given a very good matchup, I have to think he's going to get double-digit touches.
Yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at as well. I do have him ranked higher, and just looking around at everyone's rankings, like, he was one where I'm just like, it feels like we're throwing him right back in there too soon. A lot of people have him ranked as a top 12 running back. I have him at 11, but he's so explosive where even if he gets, 12, 14 touches, he can break off like a monster run at any time, especially against the Raiders too. So.
And especially the fact that the Dolphins really did prioritize using him near the goal line in really interesting and fun ways, like those, shovel passes and stuff that really were taking advantage of his ability to create big plays in a shortened area of the field. So I get being concerned, and there are, from the Ask FFT questions we were getting on Twitter, I had a lot of people who were like, Achane or Robinson, Achane or Singletary. And those, I think those are legitimately tough questions, but it's going to be hard for me to go away from Achane.
Yeah. Well, in case you are not aware, one of our listeners coined the phrase, the bad news backs. I was asking, what should we call Tony Pollard, Saquon Barkley, and Ken Walker? Three running backs that fantasy managers probably a little bit worried about. Yes, even with that 64-yard touchdown catch by Walker last week. So the bad news backs someone came up with, which was great. So would you start Achane over the bad news backs?
I do have Pollard, Barkley ahead of him. Walker is actually lower. Walker has played, I believe, fewer snaps than Zach Charbonnet 3 straight weeks, right?
Correct.
It didn't matter last week. Obviously, Walker had a big game. Obviously, that one long reception really helped it out. I have Achane ranked ahead of all of them. It kind of feels like the week where I finally pushed Pollard down in the rankings, and he's just going to have like a 2-touchdown game. But I have Pollard down at RB18, which is probably the lowest I've ranked him all year.
All right, we got a great YouTube poll here. What's the most overrated Thanksgiving Day food? It is weird that Thanksgiving is way too early this year.
Yeah,
it's just too early.
I'm going to DC for my friend's Thanksgiving, and I'm leaving tomorrow. And I woke up today and I was like, "That's not tomorrow. That's next week." Nope, it's yeah.
We should do something about it. It's too early. But what's the most overrated Thanksgiving Day food? Stuffing, turkey, pumpkin pie, or cranberry sauce? Schaefer, you got 3 things on here that I don't even really like. The only thing I really enjoy here is the stuffing. But for me, it would be, I guess, cranberry sauce. Cranberry sauce just sucks.
So, like, who's overrating cranberry sauce, though?
Yeah, it's a good question. I'm not going to say it's overrated. I'll say pumpkin pie. Pumpkin pie.
The thing is, everybody makes cranberry sauce, right? It's at every Thanksgiving meal. So somebody likes
never mind, yeah.
Yeah, I don't need it either, but it's always there.
All right, let's answer some questions here. My vote, go ahead, give me your vote. My vote was pumpkin pie.
That's turkey.
Mine was cranberry sauce.
Okay, good. I'm glad we're agreeing here. This should be a good start. Good start to the day. Thielen or Cup PPR?
Ooh, I have Cup ranked ahead, yes.
Yeah, I still have Cup top 10 wide receiver.
This is the most of all the things that get said today. This is the most accurate comment. I am a total toddler, very bad with food.
I mean,
I'm pretty
Frank
much
is
right
too,
there.
yeah.
I'm right there with you, Adam. Like,
I used to be. I grew up.
Give
I
me some-
used to be like chicken tenders boy,
Yeah.
but I've grown up.
give me the tenders, give me the mac and cheese on Thanksgiving. I'm all about it.
Look, that's not to say I'm anti-tendy. I love a tendy. Just saying that, you know,
Pick
I like
one
other
if
things
you
as
are.
well.
Like those nuggies. Deontay Johnson, Nico Singletary. Pick one.
Ooh.
Yeah, Pierce is out.
Yeah.
Pierce is out and Gibson is out. Those are the two big inactives. Noah Brown is also out. So this is a pretty tough question here. think
I
we
have
go with,
Singletary ranked higher.
Oh.
Full PPR, I'll go with Nico. If it was half, I would go Singletary.
Deontay Johnson or Rashee Rice. Stuffing's not. I used to not really like stuffing, but then I realized, oh, there's actually good stuffing out there. Stuffing can be great.
I like stuffing. Stuffing's
Yeah.
fine.
It's fine. I
It's
think
not great.
fine is a good word. For this question, I know he let us down last week, but I'm still going to use Deontay.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Do I
Ooh.
keep my lineup with these two tight ends or bench Laporta or McBride for Singletary?
I surprisingly got a lot of these questions today, too.
Yeah.
Lots of dual tight end lineups. And,
I have Singletary 3 spots ahead of McBride in my flex rankings. So
I was going to say I would go McBride at tight end, Singletary at flex. But it is close. It's a good question.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. 100 yards or a touchdown to a running back in all but one game this year for Arizona. But it's Devin Singletary. He's had one compelling game all season.
And really, one compelling game by a Texans running back all season.
I know it was the most recent game, but it's risky. I mean, if the matchup were in Arizona, I'd probably fade him, but I'm pretty intrigued.
It's a great game environment, too, for what it's worth. Tied for the highest game total on the slate.
The Bears are so bad against tight ends. It's a good matchup for Laporta. We are starting McBride over Laporta. It's a Texan.
I'm starting Laporta over McBride.
They're both top 6, but I have McBride ahead.
I don't know how I want to answer this. I would say in non or half PPR, it's easy Singletary. I guess in full PPR, I'd go I'm with you, Frank. Singletary and McBride. Brian Robinson or Javonte Williams?
Oof. I love both of them this week. They're both top 7 running backs for me. I have Javonte.
Wow.
Damn.
I like Robinson more than I usually do, but he's 21st for me, so I do have Javonte ahead of him.
Wait a second. The Phillies? Is this right, Chris?
Don't tell me I have to leave to go do an emergency.
No, I don't think Aaron Nola re-signing with the Phillies is emergency pod worthy.
Did that just happen, really?
Yeah.
Is that really? That's how much,
Nightingale reported it, so
7 years and only 175 million? Is that seems so low?
He's been kind of weirdly not good the last few years.
Interesting.
He's so up and down, yeah.
Nico Collins or Devontae Adams?
Devontae.
I have Devontae just ahead still.
Man, we have too many questions. I keep missing the ones I want. Sit one, Walker, Javonte, Lockett, or Garrett Wilson, who is apparently not 100% with his elbow injury, so I don't think they're going to have him throw any passes. He said that he missed that throw. It could have won them the game. The guy was wide open. Lazard, I think. He missed it because of his elbow injury, if you remember that play. But who are you sitting here, guys, in PPR?
I believe I'm sitting Lockett, yes.
Yeah, I like all of them, but I would sit Lockett. And I don't want to talk about the Jets, Adam. It's too sad.
Oh, okay.
So, are we all in agreement that, Aaron Rodgers is doing this, as long as we're in contention, I'm definitely going to play because he knows they're not going to be in contention? Are we all in agreement that that's what's happening here?
No. I don't think he cares enough to do that. I think he's being honest.
Oh, come on.
Very honest guy.
Come on.
He is immunized from dishonesty, Chris. This is a funny comment, by the way. Chris would get it. I don't want a answer. I want the answer.
Exactly.
Fields or Murray. Have you read that? Have you done that read too, Frank?
Oh, yeah.
I have. It was fun. It was a fun read. Yeah,
That's a good one. I'll look at sixth next time I rent a car. Fields or Murray? This is a tough one, actually. I went with Murray. I answered this same question earlier. I went with Murray.
I'm going Fields.
I have Murray just ahead, but again,
He had
both of those games, they're tied for the highest total, 47.5 for both games.
The two best passing games of his career right before the injury. He rushed for 279 yards in 2 games against the Lions last season. Sky high upside with Fields.
Devon Achane, Derrick Henry, Aaron Jones. We need to sit one.
I think I'm sitting Achane here.
I am sitting Derrick Henry.
I'm just going to let them answer because I don't really want to, but I'd probably sit Derrick Henry too. He really does a lot better when they win, which isn't often. But yeah, you might be looking at 15 or fewer carries. That's typically what happens when they lose. Non-PPR, start 2. And which 2? Waddle and Dell or DJ? But we have to kind of like, well, it's Waddle and, okay, who's the 2 best there?
Waddle and Dell or DJ? Waddle and Dell. And I would start CJ Stroud.
Let's talk crap about Chris since he's muted.
Waddle and Dell, and I would start Allen ahead of Stroud.
You know how many times it happens on the baseball podcast, Adam?
Why? Like, why do you even mute yourself?
You are muted, sir.
You know, like sometimes you're like clearing your throat or you got like a sniffle and you just want to mute yourself so you don't do it on the air, and then you just
let everyone.
Then you just get distracted.
Let everyone hear the phlegm. All right, I'm gonna pick this one because David actually needs a win today, guys.
Oh, okay.
Ferguson or Rachaad White, and then Kyler or Herbert.
Rachaad White's definitely one of those players I'm worried I'm too high on. I know the matchup's tough, but he's a top 10 running back for me, so I'm going to stick with him. And then I would stick with Herbert over Kyler, but, man, Herbert, that situation kind of stinks right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would go with Herbert as well. I was originally with you, Chris. I had White as like a top 12 running back. I've slowly just dropped him a little bit. I still have him at RB15, so I'll use him, but the matchup is pretty scary.
He's just been so good in the passing game.
Yeah.
I got a text message from a friend with this question. It's the second time he asked me this week because I know he wants to start Stroud. I told him Mahomes earlier in the week, and he asked me again because he wanted me to say Stroud. I said, you know what, man? Fantasy's fun. If you want to start CJ Stroud, start CJ Stroud, but I'm starting Mahomes.
Yes.
Yep. I think Mahomes is my number 2 quarterback. So
Kyler or Purdy?
I have Purdy one spot ahead.
Yeah, I have Purdy, I think 2 or 3 spots higher.
Yeah, I think you probably would agree with this. I'll go Purdy 6 point, Kyler 4 point. Charbonnet or Chan. Oh, we didn't talk about that. Sorry. So no Justin Jefferson tonight. Mm-hmm. Hopefully back next week, but then they have a bye. So you really hope he doesn't sit it out through their bye week. But Madison is playing. So Charbonnet or Chandler?
I would go Chandler. He was in an even split with Alexander Madison in carries even before the injury last week. Got the goal line touchdown. I'm not saying he's the goal line back. I think they might have both been in because it was a direct snap to Chandler. But I do think Chandler is like a decent RB4.
Yeah, I think both Chandler and Madison are in the flex conversation. I have them right around 30 to 36 in the rankings. It's so frustrating because if we just had Chandler by himself, it's such a great matchup against the Broncos. But I think both guys probably get like 10 to 12, 10 to 14 touches, something like that. So in the flex conversation, I would use Chandler over Charbonnet.
Didn't we just answer Kyler or Fields?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Unbelievable.
I can't remember.
Our producer, Schaefer, just asked in our chat, Kyler or Fields for him. Wasn't even paying attention. I mean, come on. All right, half PPR, Pollard or Achane? Oh, and Breece Hall.
I would bench Pollard.
I would bench Achane.
Oh, this one's so mean. Dave and Jamie don't look like what I thought. LOL. They'll be on later. Heath is out today. He'll be on tonight. But Dave will be on at noon or 14 minutes from now, and Jamie will be on for the last half hour of the show. With Chris and Frank, by the way. They're not going anywhere. Addison or Hollywood Brown, full PPR?
I think I have Addison ranked higher.
Yeah, I have Addison just ahead. He's a low-end wide receiver, too.
Yep.
All right, let's pick 2 in full PPR. Puka Garrett Wilson, Jalen Waddle.
Ooh. I think Puka's the one I'm sitting, and he's a top 15 wide receiver for me. So I like all your options.
Yeah, they're all top 18 for me. I have Wilson and Waddle, the highest of this group. I have all those wide receiver twos that are just really talented. I have them all in a row. It's like Devontae Smith, Jalen Waddle, Puka, and Deebo Samuel.
Yeah, we've made a lot of excuses for the Rams wide receivers the last 2 to 3 weeks, not including their bye week. If they go out and struggle again today, it's definitely going to be a different – it's not going to be a they are must-start guys anymore, I think. Maybe Kupp, but we'll see. We'll see how Stafford looks, hopefully not too hampered by the thumb. PPR, I need a running back and a flex. Chuba, Foreman, Chandler, Pickens. Blah.
I would go
Chuba and Chandler.
I'd go Chuba and Pickens.
I would go Foreman and Chandler.
I have no idea what to make of the Bears' backfield.
Oh, none.
This week.
The fact that I didn't even want to activate Herbert from the IR. I was so annoyed that I had to drop someone. And the fact that Foreman's been on the injury report, I know he's going to play, made me put Herbert in my lineup as a flex in a couple of spots, but those are deep leagues. But yeah, I'm avoiding that because Detroit, and on top of it all, Detroit has a very good run defense. Oh yeah, not good. Barkley or McBride, PPR.
Oh, I'm still going Barkley.
Yes.
Chris,
I thought you froze. You were so still for like at least 5 seconds.
I sorry. I remembered. I'm going through trying to set my lineups and remembered I lost. There's my cat's tail. Of course, she's going to stay there. And I remembered I lost Joe Burrow in a super flex league, so I kind of got distracted trying to make a swing a big trade for Russell Wilson. Really, change my season.
Yeah, not so super flex now, huh?
I hate fantasy football. It's so stupid.
Yeah. Wow. If you only take away one thing from today's show, folks, Spears or Chuba Hubbard in PPR?
Chuba.
None but Chuba.
Yeah. By the way, sweet potato pie. Oh, come on. No, I should not have read that. I'm sorry. It's like I want to read them before I click them, but believe me, it would slow down the shows so much, and I would not be paying any attention. Connor, Achane, and Ford. We need a 2 here.
Sitting Ford.
Yeah, I do like Ford though, but I have the others ranked higher.
Yeah, I don't really like Ford that much. I wish I did. I don't like anything about the Browns offense today. And now the spread is when we did the show on Thursday, I thought the Steelers would win. I was pretty confident the Steelers would win. And Heath is like, you think Steelers are going to, they're 1-point underdogs against the Browns. Isn't that? They're 2.5-point favorites now. So take that, Heath.
They're 2.5-point dogs. Steelers.
Yeah, I'm seeing 2-point dogs.
They're 2.5-point underdogs?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Well, sorry, Heath. You win. Even in your absence, you beat me. All right. Brian Robinson or Breece Hall in a guillotine league?
Breece.
I think I actually have Brian Robinson ranked higher. Let's confirm.
Do you guys think he's going to catch more not like I know what he did last week, but do you think he's going to catch more passes than he usually does without Gibson?
It's possible. I mean, Gibson catches 2 passes per game. It's not like he has a gigantic role. 3
in a row with 5.
Okay.
But before that, not much.
Yeah, I mean,
I think he
3
will
per game, yeah.
I think Robinson probably gets like 3 of 5 catches today. I have him higher than Breece Hall. I know you've pointed this out a lot, Adam. Breece Hall, while he's getting the work, he has not been effective. I mean, they are just stacking the box against him every time. So
Robinson has, I think, 5 games this year, 4 or 5 games in which he has scored a touchdown and not hit 14 PPR fantasy points. That's like hard to do, but I do think he'll be very good this week. I think I'd start Breece. All right, let's see. Ty Chandler. I missed it. Sorry. Start 2 here. Achane, Puka, Tank.
I would. Let me see. Let me make sure.
I know it's tough to sit Puka in PPR, but He's who I would sit.
I'd sit Tank.
DJ Moore or Marquise Brown, and Swift or Hall.
I believe I have DJ Moore ranked ahead of Marquise Brown. I do.
Yeah, I have DJ Moore, and I have Hall one spot ahead of Swift.
And yeah, I would go Hall over Swift.
Achane or Garrett Wilson or Adam Thielen. This is really tough.
Wowie.
I think I would just go with Garrett Wilson.
Full PPR, I would go Wilson.
Yeah, Garrett Wilson, yeah.
12 plus targets in 4 straight.
Yeah. Chandler or Watson at flex. This is
Ow.
I would go Chandler.
Yeah, I would take the shot.
Achane, Mostert, Sutton. I need 2, and Rice or Godwin PPR.
You are starting both Dolphins running backs.
Mm-hmm. And Godwin.
I have Rice just ahead.
Yeah, I'm going to heat up the Rice there too. Who should I sit? Evans, Nakua, Gibbs, Barkley, Achane. Who are we sitting here? Just one of these guys?
Wow.
Addison.
What a flex. Literally.
Yeah. If it's just one, I think Addison versus Moore is going to be really close for me.
Yeah, I would.
And I do have Moore one spot ahead.
All right, so sit Addison. Stroud or Kyler, 6 point per passing touchdown.
Stroud is, I think, top 6 for me this week, so I'm going with him.
Yeah, I got Stroud ahead of Kyler.
Bench 1, half PPR, Montgomery, Achane, Debo, Nakua.
Face orange biting nails.
I want to talk about that after we answer this question.
It's one of the wide receivers. I have
Debo
one spot behind Puka. So yeah, I guess I'm sitting Debo.
So I see this fairly frequently. Face blue, what is happening there?
I think they're emojis, but they just don't display like here. Let's see. Okay, no, that one displays.
Right? So yeah.
I'm trying to figure it out. Face orange biting nail.
It could just be like someone's on like a Android phone versus maybe it doesn't work that way. I don't know.
Can we all agree to just ban the green phones, the green texting? I think everyone here has iPhone, right?
The 3 of us? I have an iPhone, yeah.
No, I'm an iPhone boy.
All right. Well, I just alienated 50% of the audience.
Yeah, I don't know what that was all about. And we just lost a potential sponsor. Thank you.
Gosh.
This one, yeah. The New York Giants suck or the New York Football Giants suck. PPR. We don't do football anymore, but I will say I'm very, very worried about today's game. I just really feel like the Giants are going to screw up and win this game. I'm really worried about that.
I mean, I thought, I'm in a survivor pool and there are 3 people left. Last week, we all picked the Cowboys against the Giants. This week, we all picked the Commanders against the Giants.
Oh, okay.
The funny thing, though, is this is one of those survivor pools where you can buy back in before like week 5, I think.
Yeah.
And 2 of the people who picked the Commanders this week have not bought back in. One of them bought back in. So I'm actually in a situation where it's better for me to be wrong because then the tiebreaker would knock one of the 3 teams out.
Okay.
And it would just be me and one other person left. So
so go Giants.
Go Giants.
Not for me. Jalen Warren or Jordan Addison, half PPR.
Well, I had that comment get in there.
Yeah.
Addison.
I tell you, I don't read them beforehand, you know?
I actually like both of these guys, but I will take Addison here.
Watson or Dotson?
Oh, yuck. I guess I would go with Watson. I think that game could be a little bit more competitive back and forth, so.
How'd that one get in here?
Yeah. By the way, Jeff Wilson is a healthy scratch today, so.
Oh, really? Okay.
Should make you feel a little. I mean, it doesn't really matter all that much. He wasn't getting a ton of work, but I think it makes you feel a little better about Achane.
And Mostert.
And Kyler ahead of Russ.
Yeah, like Mostert. I have to start Mostert in 2 leagues this week, and I'm not thrilled about that. He has 2 games all year with more than 13 carries. He has like 1 catch in his last 3 games or something like that. So not loving that. I'm Kyler here. Kyler?
Yep. Kyler.
Yep.
All right. Start 2 from Debo, Collins, and Puka.
I would go with Debo and Puka.
Correct.
I kind of want to sit. All right, fine. Flex me. Tankdale, Puka, Garrett Wilson.
Oof.
I'm sitting
That's
Puka.
a good problem to have. I think they only need one. I would go Wilson.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I have
sorry.
Tank lowest of these three.
Yeah,
But they're all
Puka,
top 18 wide receivers.
Should we read this one again? No. I need 2 wide receivers in standard scoring. Devontae Smith, Waddle, Hopkins, Godwin. Let's just stop with the first 2 for me.
Yeah. I think all of them are decent starters, but the first 2 are very good starters.
Henderson, Warren, and James Cook. Pick one.
Cook.
Yeah.
I would go. I think I have Warren ahead. I'm going to go Warren.
Baked burgers or fried turkey?
Oh, fried turkey.
Yeah, anything fried, right?
Fried turkey's very good.
Yeah, I honestly I'm kind of over the baked burgers. I nailed them the first time, and they haven't really been very good since then. Nico or Naku or Sutton? Puka. That's gotta be.
He needs 2. Puka and Nico.
Correct.
Naku. Aaron Jones or Devon Achane?
I have Aaron Jones ranked higher.
I have Achane, which means Adam, you have to break the tie.
No, it's gonna be Dave. Haircut Dave.
Yeah.
Why are you so far away?
What do you mean? What are you talking about?
Your camera, you have your head is barely in the picture. And
No. It looks good to me.
Okay, great. Dave, Aaron Jones or Achane?
I will take the chance on Achane, even though I think he'll get. Oh, you're right. I'm a little bit off here today.
A chance. You could have said the A chance.
I will take an A chance on Devon.
Just say A chance. All right, start
A-chance.
one. Thank you. DK, Mike Evans, Devontae Smith, Rashee Rice.
Mike Evans. Oh,
Devontae is making you think twice, isn't he?
yeah, Mike Evans, but it's close.
Yeah,
I agree.
I would use Evans as well.
I can't really deal with Dave's camera shot.
You want me to leave?
Upsetting me. This can't be fixed.
Technical director Adam.
I'm still here.
You know what else? Dave, I can't. You know what else I can't deal with, guys? I gotta say, we only have 262 likes.
Come on, guys.
2,604. There he is. 2,640 people here. I'm not answering another question until we get to 350 likes, which means, Dave, you get to vote most overrated Thanksgiving Day foods: stuffing, turkey, pumpkin pie, or cranberry sauce. And it's not worst; it's most overrated.
Cranberry sauce by 74 miles.
Well, that's the thing. It's it's obviously the worst, but is it the most overrated?
Yes. First of all, I don't know I guess to your point, I don't know how many people talk about cranberry sauce. Oh,
Yeah,
I can't wait for Thanksgiving. We can break out the cranberry sauce. Who says that?
Not me.
That's who. You guys don't say that, do you? Because I don't want to hurt your feelings.
I don't think any of us do.
Well, maybe Adam's feelings.
Loser. Some people do, I'm sure. All right. Anyway, cranberry sauce is winning. Runaway winner right now. 482 likes. That means we can answer more questions.
I think that means that cranberry sauce can't be the right answer, though.
That's what I'm thinking, man. That's nobody likes cranberry sauce. Pumpkin pie. All right. Listen, I'm going to be honest with you.
You want to make this tougher, kick out cranberry sauce. We got to replace it with, what do you put in there? Corn on the cob? What's a very common?
Green bean casserole?
Green bean casserole would be a good one, yeah.
I think that'll end up winning.
I love green bean casserole. Let me tell you something about pumpkin pie. Pumpkin pie is probably the worst food that I have never actually had.
Never had it?
I just know I wouldn't like.
What are you doing?
I know I wouldn't like it.
What is your life?
It's good, Adam.
Put in
It's
order.
terrific.
There's no way. I know me. I wouldn't like it.
Like, do you not like
Good once a year.
key lime pie?
I don't like key lime pie, and I don't like.
Is it like a texture thing?
I don't like the pumpkin taste. Pumpkin tastes like crap to me.
Well, why don't you like key lime pie?
I just don't like. I don't like pie. Pie's garbage. Like, just eat ice cream. Just eat cake.
That's a terrible take.
All right, what do we do in rest of the season here? Taylor, Hall, Swift, Javante.
What would the
Put
Rock?
together like a psychological profile on Adam.
It's just gonna say he's 8 years old.
Yeah, I've got a manila binder. Put an order for the rest of the season. Well,
A good timely question with week 11 about to kick off. I have it in the trade chart: Taylor, Hall, Swift, Javonte Williams.
I might go Williams ahead of Swift, but I agree with the rest of it. The only thing I guess is just that there are 4 weeks left of the regular season, right?
For fantasy, it depends on your league, but
11, 12, 13, 14, yeah.
Yeah.
you're good at counting.
Taylor's going to miss 25% of that. That's a pretty big difference.
That's this week, yeah. I agree with you. I would go Javonte over Swift, Chris, but you didn't even commit to that. You just sort of said that. Frank, how about you?
I'm going to go Taylor 1. I love what we've seen from Javonte recently, so I'm going to put him 2 on this list, and then Hall and Swift.
We need a DST. Titans against Jaguars, Seahawks or Rams in that game. Seahawks.
DST rankings. What's he got? Tennessee, Seattle, or Rams?
Seahawks.
I have the Seahawks the highest of the 3.
Yeah, I don't love any of them.
Jags.
How about Boye Mafe for the Seahawks? You know what he's done in the last 7 weeks?
Been awesome, but he's not getting a ton of tackles, so low floor if he doesn't get the extracurricular.
Oh, well, he has a sack in 7 straight games. I just want to give him a shout out. Seahawks record. PPR.
Who's each of us?
DeVito, Deontay, or Laporta. I know who's last for me. It's the quarterback. I'll go with Deontay.
I think it's got to be Laporta.
Yeah, I would use Laporta.
I think I'd still go with DeVito, but I get it.
It's amazing that he scored 17 and a half points last week. Like, it's just ridiculous.
Love a garbage time touchdown.
He is running, if nothing else.
Pick 2, Achane. Yeah, for his life. But I didn't have the thank you. Full PPR, Achane, Ford, Connor Jones.
Pick 2. Jones and Connor.
Achane's got to be in there, doesn't he?
I think so. I would go Achane and Jones.
I have Jones and Achane. Oh, that's not how you pronounce it. Achane.
Yeah. Okay. Well, everyone, welcome. It's 12:04. So if you're just joining us, thank you. We got almost 2,800 people here. Would appreciate you hitting the like button. We can certainly get over 1,000 likes today. That would be wonderful. Big storylines today. Alexander Madison is going to play. Justin Jefferson is not going to play. Dameon Pierce is out, so Devin Singletary with another opportunity this week. And Antonio Gibson is out, so that hopefully boosts Brian Robinson, who we already like quite a bit against the New York Giants. But the real big storyline is Devon Achane, and where we have him ranked, well, that's not the storyline, but his return to the field. And Dave, where do you have Devon Achane ranked?
Top 15 running back. I am going to harken back to earlier this year when Jeff Wilson was coming off of IR for the Dolphins. Mike McDaniel said he really doesn't like the idea of rushing a player, regardless of position, back into a full-time role. And so I wonder if this means that we're only going to get 25 snaps out of Devon Achane. And that means he might get 10 touches, 12 touches, which means we might only get 90 total yards, 100 total yards, a touchdown. That's it. All jokes aside, I think he's got great upside. I just wouldn't count on him as like a mega 2-touchdown, 200-yard, just absolute burning down of the Raiders ship.
But it's absolutely within the realm of possibility.
Right? Yeah, it's tough. Tough to pass up on that upside. We got Sam Laporta, Chris Godwin, or James Conner. Pick a flex.
I'd go Connor.
I would use Laporta in full PPR and Connor in half or none.
I'm with Frank.
Dobbs or Fields?
Is it in PPR, Adam?
It is, yeah, full PPR, yeah.
Oh, that's good to know. I'm going to go with Dobbs.
So people do that all the time.
You know, it's out of habit. We make fun,
know,
but we really shouldn't make fun of David for this. It's totally out of habit.
I've got Fields ranked higher, but it is a situation where my projections and my rankings don't agree. I do have Dobbs projected for more points.
I would go Dobbs.
By the way, Dave,
What?
excellent haircut. You look much more normal.
My wife agrees.
Barkley,
You have the same
Gibbs.
taste as my wife.
Who are you sitting here? Barkley, Gibbs, or Hall?
Barkley.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
All right. I think there might be a better tight end streamer. Oh, well, I don't know about Njoku. Njoku would be the answer here, right?
Yeah.
I am starting Donald Parham in 2 leagues. All right. If you were desperate for a tight end, he was good last time Everett was out. Catches touchdowns. Herbert throws touchdowns. So
I've got him in a FanDuel lineup. Yeah.
But Njoku would be the guy.
Yes.
Yeah, I still have Njoku at tight end 12. He led the team in receiving when DTR last started, for whatever that's worth.
Oh, look
About
at this.
37 yards.
We look alike. Start 2. Lamb, Marquise Brown, Adam Thielen, Devontae. Very handsome Tyler here. Who are you starting? Who are your 2? If you
got a weird neck, Tyler. Look at that long thing.
Yeah, it is weird. If you would consider sitting CeeDee Lamb, Tyler, then you are not as cool as you look. I'll say that.
I'd go Lamb and Adams.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would do the same.
Kareem Hunt or James Cook, and Jerry Jeudy or Christian Watson. Standard scoring.
Cook and I think Watson has more upside than Jeudy at this point.
I would go Cook and Jeudy.
Cook.
James
Cook. Okay. Sorry. All I could think was
I just thought you weren't answering the second question because it's so ugly.
You just see like you see just Evans and you're like, what, who?
Like Tyler C. Ugly.
Yeah, your mind just goes completely blank.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, James Cook ahead of Hunt for sure, and then Jeudy ahead of Watson, I guess.
Adam looks like a guy who hates cheesecake.
True. I went to one of my fantasy baseball leagues. We do they've been doing this for like 30 years. They go to Peter Luger at the end of the year, and hopefully you win enough money to cover your dinner. But we got the cheesecake. I'd never had the cheesecake at Peter Luger. Oh my God, guys, so good.
Wow. And you've been going since you were like 5, Chris. You've been going.
No, I've only been in the league for 4 years.
I do hate cheesecake. You were absolutely right. Great call. JS,
no cheesecake.
You don't like it? All right.
Oh you guys are actual children.
I like pumpkin pie. So
Frank is 6'2". JS said Khalil Herbert or Deontay Foreman, half PPR.
I think I'm skipping the Bears entirely and taking my chances with Smith and Jigba.
Would you guys say that Dave is bearish on their backfield?
Oh gosh,
I would say that.
Yeah, sure. You could say that. Yeah.
Yeah, I would say that. JSN. All right. Start 1. Amari Cooper, Deontay Johnson, or DK Metcalf?
I think I have DK ranked highest.
Yeah, I think I do too.
I go DK.
I feel out of place. Deontay. There's something missing for me here. Give me a second.
Okay. What's he planning?
Okay.
Looking good, Dave. Mostert or Singletary?
Mostert.
Yeah, I would go Mostert as well.
Yeah.
Dave, are the headphones even plugged in?
No, it's right here is the jack for it.
I need 2. Nico Collins. Deontay Pettis? Deontay Foreman.
Deontay Pettis?
Well, he spelled it like Dante. Deontay Foreman, Tank Dell. I won't even
sitting Nico.
I will start the Texans.
I'm sorry. It's Deontay Johnson, not Deontay Deontay Foreman. Sorry.
I would use both Texans.
Yeehaw. And then I'll start Signatory over Madison.
No, it's a rest of season question.
I think I'd rather have Madison rest of season, but I don't think either of them has too much value rest of season.
Yeah, you're probably correct.
Who are we sitting here?
But listen, like if you've got to make a decision for today, like this is what I would start Singletary, cut Madison, and then try and get Madison back after this week.
That's fine. Yeah, I think Singletary and Madison are close enough this week.
Okay. What do you guys? Who are you sitting here?
Swift, Hall, Kincaid, McBride. Oh, damn. Torrey. Awesome. Sucks.
I'm sitting Kincaid.
I would McBride. Sit Kincaid. I've got McBride versus Kincaid questions a lot. It's tough. They're so good. They're both top 5, but I would sit Kincaid.
Can you make the case to sit Swift? Difficult
sure.
matchup, not necessarily a lock to get a lot of catches. This is full PPR. I think that might be where I'd lean, Tori.
All right.
I think that's reasonable.
Pumpkin pie is the best. Achane, is he better than Mostert this week?
I did not rank it that way. I will give Mostert the benefit of the doubt.
I have Achane ranked ahead of Mostert. I think it might have to do with that report that Chris reminded us of early, that Achane's a full go and Mostert is still kind of banged up. So I don't know. Hopefully they're just both really good, but I do have Achane ranked higher.
I've got them both as top 20 running backs. I have Achane one spot ahead of Mostert, so I no confidence either way.
Laporta or McBride?
Trey.
I have
McBride.
Laporta.
McBride for me.
Josh Allen or CJ Stroud?
Not a crazy question because I have Stroud ranked higher this week.
I don't. I have Allen higher.
Allen.
Bastard got Ken Dorsey fired. Look, I haven't had a single Gabe Davis question, which is great, but I would like to use this at least once today. So, let's get to that. No, don't ask Gabe Davis questions. Just sit Gabe Davis.
What are you trying to do?
The Magic 8 Ball.
Oh. Well, why don't you ask the Magic 8 Ball if you should even answer a Gabe Davis question?
Okay. Magic 8 Ball, should I answer any question about Gabe Davis?
I can't see the Magic 8 Ball.
Chances aren't good, it says. Chances aren't good.
Okay, so don't do it.
Nakua or Achane?
Ooh.
Oh, gosh. Full PPR. That is super close.
It is.
Nakua.
I think I would go Achane.
Yeah, I hate this one. I go Achane.
I have Nakua higher. So
Great.
I'll go on the side of the Rams receiver.
Kirk, Cup, Waddle. Who are we sitting?
I think I'm saying Waddle.
I'm sitting Kirk, but he's a top 16 wide receiver for me, so I don't love sitting him.
Yeah, they're all top 16 for me as well. I have Waddle just behind Kirk, so I'd sit Waddle.
The Kirk, Cup, Waddle seems like a popular dance craze. You're the Kirk, Cup, Waddle, I feel. No?
You really have your finger on the pulse.
James Cook or Cortland Sutton, PPR?
When do you think the last time Adam danced like somewhere was?
What's the most recent wedding you went to?
I don't. Is Adam dancing at weddings?
I dance at weddings all the time. I would have danced
For
at Frank.
sure. You definitely dance at weddings.
I love dancing at weddings.
I have drinks at weddings and then I dance at weddings.
Yeah, I do. I don't need the liquid courage. I dance with my kids sometimes, if that counts.
No, outside of your home.
Yeah,
Have you danced outside of your home in the last 3 years?
Yeah,
Well,
at a wedding. At a wedding.
Okay.
Yeah. Other than that, no. James Cook or Cortland Sutton, guys?
James Cook.
I'll
Sutton
take
for me.
Rice, Cooper, or Ridley?
Ooh.
Sitting Rice.
I only pick one. Pick
I
one.
might say Cooper.
We're picking one.
Starting Cooper.
Oh, if we're starting one of these stiffs.
Yeah.
I would start Rice.
I'm gonna heat up the Rice.
Yeah, I think I am too.
All right. Pick two: Devontae, Waddle, DJ Moore, Puka Nacua.
The last two.
Devontae, and I think I have Puka ahead of. Nope, I have Waddle. Devontae and Waddle.
I would go DJ Moore and Waddle.
This is a really hard one. I think I would go Adams and Waddle. I don't think any of us said the same answer.
I don't.
No,
think so
you and I
either.
said Adams and Waddle, so that one wins.
All right. I don't want to be responsible for that. Okay. Good luck. I said this. I don't know. Did I already say this? I think I may have just said this like 2 minutes ago, so I'm not going to say it again, just in case.
No, just say it because we don't know what you're saying.
I said to someone he had like 6 great players and asked me to pick 3, and I was like, "You're never going to get this right. Every single week
Mr.
you're going."
Positive.
No,
That's
no.
well, no. That's
You have
that's
great
why.
options. every week you're going to get this wrong. Like, there's no way you're going to pick the right 3.
100%. No, that was I have one league where I started out 0-7, and I was just making the wrong choice every week. It was like between DeAndre Hopkins and Zach Moss early on, and then like Deebo Samuel wasn't great, and it was just one of the. And then I've been the highest scoring team 3 straight weeks because I've gotten the answers right. But that's a super frustrating situation to be in.
Yeah. Hello from Germany. If I could remember the song, I'd sing it. Hurts or Howell?
Hurts over Howell.
Yeah. Still
I
hurts.
did move Howell up in my rankings this week, however. Really, today is when I did it. I'm a little more pessimistic about some of the other quarterbacks that I had behind him. Goff and Justin Fields are the main 2. So I'd start Howell over those guys, but I'm not starting Howell over Hurts.
Howell is QB7 for me now. He was QB8 if we include Lamar Jackson. So I'm really high on Sam Howell.
Yeah. Yeah, Dave, it was let's see. Es ist das Spiel der Woche. Yeah. Okay. How do we feel? I'm starting Stroud over Murray.
That was an all-time moment, by the way. That was really an awesome thing that
I was so excited to do it.
So funny.
Thank you. Stroud over Murray. I have Tank and McBride in my lineup.
Yeah, Stroud over Murray's fine. Kyler should not be viewed, in my opinion, as a must-start quarterback yet. Like,
Why
he
not?
was pretty good last week, but the passing wasn't great. He rushed for 33 yards, I think. It was a promising start for his first game back from a torn ACL, but it wasn't like, oh my God, I immediately have to get him back in my lineup. I have Jared Goff in one league. I'm starting him ahead of Kyler Murray. He's a high-end QB2.
Okay.
I've got him as a low-end QB1, so we're just splitting hairs. I thought he looked pretty good. The completion rate wasn't great. He had some drops on him that would have made for a much better stat line. Like, if Hollywood Brown catches that deep touchdown, I think everybody's going to be raving about Kyler. So I'm good with him if you want to start him, but not over CJ Stroud.
Agree with that.
Rapid fire and just catch up here a little bit. Give me a wide receiver and a running back here.
Amari and Rashad.
Correct.
Boy, do I want to say Jaden Reed, though. I'll go with Amari reluctantly and Rashad.
Jalen Warren, Deontay Johnson, or Madison?
Deontay.
I would go Jalen Warren.
Oh, pick 3 pick 3. Jacobs, Hall, Montgomery, or Broad.
B-Rod.
Yeah, the Broad.
B-Rod?
Yeah,
Shouldn't
it's
it be
probably
B-Rob?
Brian Robinson.
I'm sitting Brian Robinson. Yes.
And
No, that's it. Oh, yeah.
wrong.
I have it ranked as sit Achane, but I don't feel great about that.
I'd start Hall. I'd start Jacobs. I'd start Montgomery. I hate that you're not starting Brian Robinson, though, because I love that matchup for him. I don't know what his player prop is, but over.
I would start Jacobs, Hall, and the Brob. I was looking into it too, Dave. It was 81.5 total rushing plus receiving for Robinson, which felt a little high.
What's the rushing then? It's probably got to be like 70.
I think it was like 62.5, I think.
Yeah, I would take that. I'd lean that way.
Yeah, he's not that good. Warren or Ford? And Cook or DJ?
Ford and
DJ Moore over Cook. That's who he means?
I have Cook one spot ahead of Moore in my
Dave, look at the
flex
picture.
rankings.
It's a she.
I would go Ford, and if that's DJ Moore, then yeah, DJ Moore.
I'll take Ford over Warren.
Face turquoise covering eyes. Give me a flex. Ford, Ridley, or Mostert, and Howell or Murray, and cat orange whistling.
Mostert is your flex.
Yeah. And
I will go Kyler over Sam Howell.
I will also go Kyler.
By the way, who do you guys have in the big game today?
Which game is the big game?
The championship game.
What's on?
The Grey Cup is tonight, guys.
Oh, I
Oh,
thought
I
you were
didn't
talking
know that. I thought you meant the championship game of the Bahia Mar College
Yeah,
basketball.
that's what I was going to say.
It's so weird that the Grey Cup happens during the middle of the NFL season.
Who's playing?
Well, obviously the Winnipeg Blue Bombers are playing in their 4th consecutive Grey Cup,
Yeah.
while the Montreal Alouettes, who hold the record for the longest Grey Cup appearance drought, are challenging them.
Oh, everyone's going. We're all Alouette fans tonight, folks.
You gotta love an underdog.
Amari Cooper or Christian Kirk?
Kirk. Kirk.
Kirk, yeah, for sure.
All right, what's the spread of this game? Just curious.
Adam.
You gotta think that the Blue Bombers are.
Yeah.
Winnipeg is an
favorite.
8-point favorite. Yeah. All right. Ford Con. Oh, we did that one. Sorry.
Yeah, get that out of here.
Calvin Ridley or Jalen Warren? We do this one.
I don't.
I guess Jalen Warren is like a top 5 running back. I think.
Yes, top 25 running back, indeed.
Mm-hmm.
The CFL is so weird. They play a 21-week, 18-game season. What a bizarre place.
That'll be our job soon. The NFL will be a 24-week, 20-game season.
God, no.
We'll be going into Valentine's Day. All right, Calvin Ridley or Jalen Warren?
Jalen Warren.
Yeah, Warren for me.
Warren is safer.
All right. I feel like there's going to be a little bit of a bounce back here for the very humbled Jacksonville Jaguars.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Achane or Montgomery, PPR?
I have Montgomery ranked higher, but I don't necessarily love it.
Monty.
Score. He's going to
Revenge
score.
game.
Oh, it is a revenge.
So there
game.
was one thing I did notice. I don't know if you guys noticed this, but one of Gibbs' short touchdowns,
Yes.
Montgomery actually was subbing in and then pulled himself out to let Gibbs get the score.
Did you
Yeah.
catch that, Adam?
Yes, I did. I made a huge deal about it. I think it's a huge deal, honestly. We always like, oh, well, Gibbs is not going to lose his goal line role if it's on his series, but he is. He is.
Well, so I would say maybe he has a chance to lose some of them, but I still think like if you're judging it relative to where it was at the beginning of the season, Gibbs is not automatically coming out, which I think is the important thing.
I mean, it seems like he is coming out.
Well, but he got 2, and Montgomery was
Yeah,
only
one
coming
was
in for one
longer,
of them.
Wasn't it? Well, how long were his
No, they
touchdowns?
were both 1-yard touchdowns. That was the hilarious thing about last week is Gibbs had 2 1-yard touchdowns. Montgomery had a 75-yard touchdown.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Rice, Ingram, Ridley, start 1 PPR.
Is Ingram the safe way to go? I think he's the safe way to go.
He probably is. What is it? 7+ targets in every game but 1 this year.
Something like that. Should be good for double digits.
Heat up Rice.
You like Rice? Rice is second best for me.
I think I would take Rice.
Yeah, I don't really get why we're like excited about Rice. Is it just like coming out of the bye, we're assuming he's gonna play full-time snaps?
It's a great
He's
matchup.
gonna score. He's gonna score. Eagles give out the most points to wide receivers. If we're giving Mahomes this last chance to be a good quarterback for once, then like
Excuse me?
I know. This is a running joke. But he's QB 6, I think, per game. So if we're treating him like he's got the chance to be QB 1, I think that's going to mean something for Rice here. I don't think it's going to be all Kelsey. So I'll take Rice.
Yeah, we've been saying that for
But he scores.
27 straight weeks.
Well, Rashee Rice hasn't. Like, I don't think these options are so good. You've got Evan Ingram, who doesn't have a touchdown all year,
Right.
and doesn't have a red zone target all year. And then you've got Rashee Rice, who is kind of like the favored end zone guy for Mahomes. I know that I also, Chris, don't like to chase touchdowns. I don't. However, I do think
and he has
here.
He has 4.
He has
like,
3
we're not talking about
games.
We're not talking about Cortland Sutton here.
No, but I think he's probably emerged a little bit. I'm guessing the snap count has been up in the last 5 games, and he has 3 in his last 5.
Yeah, I think we should remind ourselves he's coming off a 2-catch, 17-yard game on 2 targets.
And he scored. Look at his last 5 games: 13.3, 11.2, 17, 9.6, 9.7 PPR fantasy points. Is that really any different than Evan Ingram?
Not only because Evan Ingram isn't scoring touchdowns.
Right, and that's the thing. Like, Trevor Lawrence just doesn't throw them, and he never targets Ingram. in the red zone.
I
It's a touchdown
worry.
for me.
Yeah, I worry that like people, and not necessarily you guys, just like our listeners are like assuming Rashee Rice is something that he isn't yet, which is more than just a role player. He might become more than that, but right now he's a role player. He hasn't had more than 6 targets in a game since week 3.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. But if we're taking him out of the equation, then I think I would just start Ridley. See, I would rather have Ridley than Ingram,
I think I'd go Ingram.
but I'd go Rice.
I would rank it Rice, Ingram, Ridley.
If you guys knew the video I just watched, you'd be ashamed You'd be ashamed and excited.
Okay. We'll just leave it at that.
Yeah, thank you.
Not curious at all. Warren, Deontay.
Well, how many likes do we have?
Let's see.
How many X do we have?
781 likes.
1,000 likes. I'll tell you the video I saw.
Oh.
It is not R-rated either, although it should be.
Is it Die Hard? This Christmas season?
It has nothing to do with Die Hard. Everything to do with food.
Warren, Deontay, or Hopkins?
I think Deontay is probably the best bet of the 3.
Yeah.
The worst thing that happened to us with Hopkins was that big game that he had a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Because since then, it's been blurred.
Oh, Adam is the truth. Thank you. Deontay or Jerome Ford, PPR.
The Prince would know. I mean, he's the Prince.
Yeah. So that's the truth.
I would go Jerome Ford.
I'd go Deontay.
Oh, my God. The pressure of choosing between these two. Deontay.
Happy Sundays. And thank you.
Oh, gee. Nice.
Sit one.
I'm sitting Hopkins.
Yep, that's right.
The Rocket injury is a little spooky to me.
It sounds like he's going to play. He'll be fine.
He's
He'll
going to play, but he's
have
obviously
catches for 90 yards.
Okay.
Actually, I would sit Lockett.
Okay. Heath is Agent Smith from the Major. We've seen that. I've seen that take before. Yeah, I can get him to say
He
that.
looks like that guy.
I think it's just because he's straight faced, but he also looks a little bit like him. Does he?
Hey, he's
He
Coach
does.
Krzyzewski.
Rondale Moore or Christian Watson? Full PPR.
Rondale is kind of safer.
Yeah, I'm pretty interested in Rondale Moore. No Michael Wilson in that game. Mentioned already, it's tied for the highest total in the slate. He had a season high 8 targets last week. I like it.
Yeah, I have Rondale Moore ahead of Christian Watson.
Did you just say no Michael Wilson?
No Michael Wilson.
Yep.
Okay, yeah. Full PPR, pick 2. Henry, Ford, Achane. Sitting Ford.
Yeah, sitting Ford.
Correct.
Parking the Ford.
I don't. What?
It's like a car, you know. Anyone who likes pumpkin pie just likes nutmeg and sugar, not pumpkin. Yeah, right? Overrated. Start 3 in full PPR. Adams, Dell, Jacobs, Puka, Ayuk.
What a group. Is this another one of those you're never going to get this right?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah. I think I would be sitting Dell. We need to sit 2. I would sit Dell and Ayuk.
Gosh.
I can't sit Dell. I can't sit Jacobs. Can I?
He's getting a lot of carries, but no targets.
He's
Dell,
getting-
Nakua,
yeah.
Jacobs.
Look, they're not going to be able to run 26 times in this game against the Dolphins. There's just no way. They're going to have to throw the ball more. So I don't know what happens with Jacobs. It's a pretty telling week because the first game he played with O'Connell, he had 8 catches. The last 2 games, he's had 0. I think 0, maybe 1 or 2. But
I would go
Who's
Dell, Jacobs, and Ayuk.
I'd probably go Dell, Jacobs, and Puka.
Is it not the best play to go Dell, Puka, and Ayuk and just all in on the upside
That might be right.
and
Let's go
fade
wide
the
receivers.
Raiders? I think that might be the way to go. I'm changing my answer right here, right now.
Wow. On live television.
This isn't television. We're on the internet.
You could be watching it on a television.
You could be
True.
watching it on a television, but you're
OOT.
streaming it from the internet.
OTT.
OTT. I'm down with OTT. Herbert,
Oh, gosh.
Herbart, or Stroud?
I need to wash my ears.
Stroud.
You do.
I'll go with Herb.
Dirty Ears Bill.
I'd go Stroud.
Come on. Dirty Years Bill, anyone?
Herbert's my second highest ranked Justin this week.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hall or Achane?
Hall.
Hall.
Nobody
Correct.
remembers Dirty Years Bill from Arrested Development?
Nope.
It's such a funny bit. 862 likes. Let's get to 1,000 so we can hear what Dave was watching, which is weird.
I think everybody should hear what I have to say about that.
Debo, Tank Dell, or Garrett Wilson, half PPR.
It's Wilson
G-dub.
for me.
Wilson.
I think I'm going to go Dell in half PPR, Wilson in full PPR. How do you guys feel about that, Jack?
I get it. I appreciate it. I might agree with you.
Nah.
All right.
I mean, Wilson has not scored since week 2, so if you're chasing the touchdowns, makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, right, exactly. Garrett Wilson's thrown, 6 touchdowns this year or something like that? Something crazy.
That'd
Who's
be
got
a
more
lot for a wide
touchdown
receiver.
passes?
Garrett Wilson has thrown 0, but
Oh,
Zach,
Zach. Garrett Wilson should have thrown one last week.
I do hate writing about them because you have to write Garrett Wilson or Zach Wilson every time you reference them, and it's a good reason
you could
for
say
them to
the
just
good
cut
player
Zach
and the
Wilson.
crappy player.
That's true.
Who has thrown more touchdown passes this year, Kenny Pickett or Zach Wilson?
Zach Wilson.
Not sure that's right.
I think
they're
Wilson
tied.
I think Wilson has a rushing touchdown. I would go Pickett. I think it's Pickett.
Frank wins. Pickett by 1. All right, we need 1 here in non-PPR. Hopkins, Hollywood, Thielen.
Ooh, I think it's Thielen. Oh, non-PPR.
It's Hollywood Brown.
I'm still going to go Thielen.
Hollywood.
In non, that's probably right.
I'm still going Thielen, yeah.
I would go Brown in non.
All right, it'll obviously be Hopkins. Goff or Fields, 4 point per passing touchdown.
Goff.
Agreed.
Yep.
Someone asked us earlier, why do donuts have holes? How do you feel about that?
It increases the surface area and allows the outside to cook without overcooking the inside.
That's right. I had to Google that. I don't know how you knew that. Terrific. Imagine eating a donut without a
I
hole.
think there's like an Alton Brown like Good Eats episode about it.
You just said a lot of words that I never heard before.
You've never watched Good Eats?
No,
Oh,
I think I've heard of it, but no. Pick 2 in full PPR. Who you guys sitting here?
I am sitting
I'm
in
s-
Hopkins.
I'm sitting.
I am
Sutton.
also sitting Hopkins.
I'm sitting Sutton. I'm with Chris. So it's obviously going to be Thielen to sit. Madison or Henderson, half PPR. Face blue smiling.
Henderson.
Because I'm trying to picture what emoji that would be, but isn't the blue face guy just the cold like guy?
Yeah.
Like I don't think there's like a
Yeah, because
smiling
he doesn't
blue-faced
want
guy.
to start. Mr. Black doesn't want to start either of these idiots. He's going to have to pick one of them. It's the lesser of
Madison
two
ahead of
evils.
Henderson. Now I'm gonna have to like look this up.
I would go Henderson.
They're not idiots. They're just knuckleheads.
Who are you going with, Dave? Madison or Henderson?
Henderson.
Mr. Black. I think Reservoir Dogs is too violent for me. on
Yeah,
the top.
there's no smiling blue face guy. There's
Aaron
like blue
Jones or-
face.
Yeah, that's probably what it is. Teeth chattering. Achane or Jones?
I have Jones, and we've gotten this question a lot. And every time I answer Jones, I feel like I should be answering Achane, but I'm going Jones.
Not me, HN.
Yeah, PPR makes it very close. Jones 5+
Oh, I
targets.
do have Jones higher. I'm going to take
Fourth rate.
Jones.
I would take Achane.
936 likes. We need to get to 1,000 to hear what
It's
Dave
an
was
incredible
watching.
video that everybody can actually take something from.
Okay.
It might even change your life.
What if it's the video from The Ring and Dave is going to basically kill all of us? Kirk, Deontay Johnson, and Garrett Wilson. That would be pretty mean.
I would never kill Chris.
Would you be able, within the rules of that universe, could you live stream the Ring video, or does it have to be that specific VHS?
Maybe. It's a great question.
Because I
It's
feel like it
2024
really
different
changes
technology.
in the era of like Twitch streaming.
Yeah, like OTT
Yeah.
changes everything.
I think
Kirk-
I'd say Deontay.
Oh, a sitting one?
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
saying Deontay.
Correct.
Christmas or Thanksgiving? Christmas.
I'll say Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving is my favorite holiday, so I will take that.
Christmas has everything that Thanksgiving has, except it has gifts and like no school for 2 weeks.
Yeah, and there's like, I mean,
Football
one, like,
all day.
I've been doing this job for
Yeah. This year.
13 years now, so like I haven't gotten Christmas off in that time. That doesn't happen
You get Thanksgiving
anymore.
off?
No, that's why that you said no school. Like that doesn't matter for me.
Dylan Jones.
The busiest day of the year. Not even kidding. What are you doing, Dave? You're Dylan Jones?
First
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it.
Dylan Jones. But if you want to have fun with it, start both Bears running backs and let us know how that goes.
Oh my gosh.
The worst idea ever. Don't do that.
Like,
Stroud
I'm
or
not here to
Hurts?
kink shame.
Stroud or Hurts?
Hurts.
Hurts, yeah.
Correct.
Orange kissy cat. McBride or Rice?
McBride.
Agreed.
Yep.
Would you sit DK Metcalf for Jerome Ford this week?
No.
I would.
Mike and Ike is here. Oh, sorry.
And now he's
That's not what I
gone.
meant
And
to
he's
do.
gone.
Now he's back.
That was my fault.
Now he's
There he is. Mike Face in the house.
Do you
I
guys
don't know.
like Mike and Ike's?
No,
Love Mike and Ike's.
never had them. They're right up there with pumpkin pie. Not interested. All right, Mostert or Nico Collins, full PPR. Jamie, ridiculous.
Mostert.
I agree.
I
Yeah,
feel
I
like
think so.
was Heath wearing a blue button-down shirt today also?
We all were, yes.
That's great.
I heard you almost missed your.
I had a very late night, and I woke up. We have an 8:30 show, and I woke up at 8:42 or something. I was like, "Oh crap!" So yeah, that was bad. Let's see.
That's called pulling a Chris.
That was bad. It was bad. I felt it was very embarrassed. Tua or
Right.
Stroud?
They were already starting the inactive segment on HQ, and I ran on set because nobody came and got me.
Oh, no, that's
That's not
equally
your
as
fault.
bad. Tua or
They weren't
Stroud?
happy with me. They weren't happy.
Tua.
Really?
I have Tua.
Yep.
I
I
have
also
two.
have two.
Dell or Barkley?
Dell.
Tank. Just the way that it is.
Correct.
We got 1,000 likes. All right.
Nice.
All right, Dave. What's the vid?
I just watched a video of a lady who bought a chicken sandwich from Chick-fil-A and then drove to In-N-Out and got a grilled cheese from In-N-Out. So obviously a burger minus the burger. And then she took the chicken and put it on the In-N-Out burger and added In-N-Out sauce.
Oh,
She
wow.
said it was life-changing. So the next time I'm near both of those two establishments, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make a fried chicken In-N-Out sandwich.
So the In-N-Out bread is really good?
I don't remember the In-N-Out bread being so uniquely different from
Yeah,
other
me either.
fast food buns.
Yeah.
I just remember the quality is being better and like everything's super hot because it's fresh off the griddle.
Okay, it's great. It's a great burger. Devontae Smith or Jalen Warren?
Devontae.
Smith.
Yeah, Devontae.
Okay, I see a report here. Tom Pelissero says that Chandler and Madison are expected to split carries. That's more or less what we expected,
That's
right?
what happened last week.
Sure.
We could have written that report. Ford or Thielen, full PPR.
Thielen.
Same.
Herbert or Kyler?
Herb.
I have Herbert.
Same.
Herbert.
Little do you know, it's Khalil Herbert. Ha ha ha! You doomed him. All right, half PPR, pick 2. Barkley, Achane, Robinson. Ooh.
Robinson and Achane.
Agreed.
I'm there. I'm with it.
I'm hip.
Yeah.
I just want to bring this up about Barkley. He scored, I think, like 13 and a half or more points in 4 straight games or something before last week.
Yeah. The other guys have more upside.
Yeah. All right.
I'd almost be disappointed if Achane or Robinson had 13.5 points.
I said or more, but fair. Kirk, Cup, or Waddle, Jamie? Start 2.
Kirk, Cup, or Waddle? I would start Cup and Waddle.
Mm-hmm.
Sit 1, Barkley, Swift, or Walker?
Walker.
I think I'd sit Barkley.
Yep, I'm with Dave.
Back in the you're going to get this wrong every week category. Hollywood Brown or Nico Collins?
Nico.
Brown.
Nico, but I like both.
I would go Nico.
Game of the year. Oh, we have a question about the Chiefs game. Someone is calling the game of the year.
It's the game of the year, yeah.
Yeah, it really is. Oh, here it is. Game of the year. Eagles versus Chiefs. I need 2 wide receivers. Amari Cooper, Rice, Thielen, or Dobbs?
This question has very little to do with the game of the year.
It's got Rice.
Thielen and Rice.
Yep.
Yeah, I've got Cooper ahead of Rice, but it's a coin flip.
Fields or Howell?
Howell.
Howell.
At the moon.
Howell.
Saloon.
Yep, I'll go Howell as well.
Oh, Brees Hall or Adam Thielen?
I'd go Brees Hall.
Yep.
Yeah, Brees Hall.
With this crowd, we got a lovely audience today, folks. We got over 3,000 people here. Thank you for spending your Sunday afternoon with us. Much appreciated. I know you want your questions answered. We'll get right back to that. Just please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you wouldn't mind. Devontae Adams or Devon Achane?
Achane.
Achane.
Yep.
I think I'd go Adams.
Brees Hall or Adam Thielen?
Brees.
You just asked us that?
Did I?
Yeah, I think so. Brees Hall.
Yep.
Devon Achane or Devontae Adams? Ham over turkey, 100,000,000% agree with that.
That's a terrible take.
And
I'm on Team Turkey.
oh, boo! I thought you were going to break the tie favorably. Madison, Warren, or White? Non-PPR. Give me a running back.
White.
Yeah, White.
Yep.
Oh my God! What a great comment. I have to find it. Hold on. It said the 3 guys on top look like they are the children of the 2 guys on the bottom.
Who's on the bottom? I'm not looking at the screen.
You and
and
me.
me. Well, we're the oldest, so it makes sense.
All
I'm
right.
the oldest.
First part of this is definitely not true now that Mike Face is here. But half PPR, Evans, Adams, and Jerome Ford. Pick one.
I think Frank has the best hair.
Frank has great hair, but Jamie's
And then Adams.
Do I?
No, Evans.
Dave's calling his barber. He's like, why am I not in consideration?
Evans and Evans.
Pick one, Evans. Okay. Nico or Addison?
Nico.
Addison.
I have Nico just ahead.
Kyler Murray or CJ Stroud?
Stroud.
Stroud. Great game. Should be fun.
Game of the week. Warren or Henderson?
You know my
Henderson.
answer. Warren.
Yeah, I think Warren over Henderson's fine.
Can I buy an E? A lot of E's there. And that one of them incorrect. Komet or Ferguson?
Commit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have Komet just ahead.
Where is this? Mahomes or Goff?
Mahomes.
Yeah, please stop with the question about the Jeff Wilson thing. We know he's inactive. It's not a huge deal for Achane. I don't think it changed the rankings much, but yeah, just a little spam there. Barkley or Swift?
I
Swift.
have Swift ranked higher.
Yep, Swift.
Addison or Trey McBride?
McBride.
Ooh. I like both. Yeah, I think I would go. With
Yep.
McBride.
McBride. Yep.
It's close.
All right, we need a non-PPR flex. Madison, Metcalf, Thielen. A lot of typos there.
Metcalf.
Thielen.
Yeah, Metcalf for me.
Jamie, you're on Metcalf over Thielen and Frank.
Yes, Metcalf. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah. As an Adam and a tower, I deserve help. I don't really know what that means.
I think
This isn't Adam Towers.
His name is Adam Towers.
Yeah, I think that's clear.
Where's Adam Towers? There's the guy that's Adam Towers. It's always
Must be logged into the wrong account. It happens sometimes.
I don't know. Maybe this is Dylan. Pick 3 in half PPR. Ayuk, Nakua, Devontae Smith, McLaurin, and Hollywood Brown.
Nakua, Smith, and McLaurin.
Yeah.
Nakua, Smith, and McLaurin. Yep. Nice. Yep.
I would go Ayuk, Nakua, and Smith.
Jamie, sounds like you lost your voice. You all right?
Yeah, it's a lozenge.
All right, we won't make him talk much. Brian Robinson Jr. Yeah. You good?
Yeah.
There he is. back at it, folks. Robinson, Najee, Warren, pick 2.
Robinson and Najee.
Yeah.
Correct.
I hate Najee versus Warren because I have them. I've just ranked them back to back like 6 weeks in a row. I have no idea.
Adam, I love you. Thank you. PPR, 1 flex, Madison, Rice, Hopkins, Reed, Ferguson, Njoku.
Oof.
I'm going Hopkins here.
I think I have Hopkins ranked ahead of Madison.
Yeah, I'd go Hopkins.
In PPR, I'd go Hopkins. Yeah.
Could heat up Rice, but we'll go Hopkins here. Monty, Achane, Swift, sit 1.
Monty.
I'm gonna sit Achane.
I would sit Achane. I feel terrible about it though.
McBride or Kincaid? PPR.
McBride.
Flip a coin. I've got Kincaid ranked a little higher. 1 spot.
Keep hitting that like button, folks. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Frank.
It's all good. McBride 1 spot higher for me.
Javonte or Ford?
Javonte.
Love the usage for Javonte recently. Go with him.
Can we watch Adam eat a pumpkin pie for St. Jude? I would do that. Ferguson or Madison and Rashad White or McBride?
I would also eat a delicious dessert for charity. Please. I'm about to eat like 18,000 calories worth of pumpkin pie over the next week. I would absolutely.
Ferguson and McBride.
Chris, you have to donate $1 per calorie. St. Jude.
If we could raise $1 per calorie, that'd be great.
That'd be great.
Madison and full PPR. I'm going White over McBride, but I really wish I could start White and McBride.
Yeah, I'd go Fergie and White.
If maybe you could merge your 2 lineups, then you could go White and McBride. Well, who does like better, McBride or Ferguson?
McBride.
McBride.
Yeah, McBride over Ferguson.
It should be McBride.
Cranberry Kyler or Pumpkin Purdy?
Purdy.
I've got Purdy 1 spot higher.
Yeah, Purdy for me.
All right.
Oh wow, the Cowboys are finally inducting Jimmy Johnson into the Ring of Honor.
Nice.
That's taken way too long.
Yeah. Hopkins, never mind. Hopkins, Deontay Johnson, Rashad White, Chris Godwin.
Godwin versus Johnson is tough.
Johnson for me. I go Johnson, White, and Godwin. Bench Hopkins.
Man, it is amazing how quickly these fly.
I'd sit Deontay.
I try to find a question I like, and then there's like 15 more in a second. So I'm sorry. It's tough. Waddle, Puka, and Tank. Starting Tyreek, so pick 2 from Waddle, Puka, and Tank.
Oh, man.
Puka
Waddle
and Tank.
Puka.
Tank and Waddle.
3 different answers.
Love
Okay. All right. Okay, we need a running back and a flex. Achane or Pollard?
Achane.
Oh, Chris.
Achane and Pollard.
Okay, Achane. Is that what we're going to do? I don't think so.
Yeah, no, Devontae.
I'd go Achane and Devontae.
I'd go Pollard and Devontae.
Jamie, you're going Achane and Pollard?
Achane and Pollard.
All right. DJ Moore, Brian Robinson, or James Conner in full PPR?
Brian Robinson.
The Brob.
I'm going James Conner.
He's my least favorite of that three.
Start a tight end premium. McBride and Kincaid over Achane.
100%.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't like the tight end premium. It's a little too vague. I need to know what the premium is.
Yeah.
That's usually 1.5 PPR.
Yeah.
Versus, okay, so if it's 1.5 PPR versus 1, you're going with McBride and Kincaid over Achane?
Yeah.
All right.
Definitely have higher floors.
Yeah, I think so.
All right. Watson, Pacheco, or Quentin Johnson at flex?
Pacheco.
Yeah.
Of that group, yeah, Pacheco.
Pick one in PPR. Adams, Nakua, Tank Dell.
Dell.
Tank.
Sorry about that.
I would go Nakua.
It's like a turkey and a pie there, but from distance it looks like an ant and a muffin. I think we just did that one. Let's see. Would you trade Purdy for Kyron and Single? Oh God, no. In a 2-quarterback league, no. Don't do that. Right? Am I crazy?
I mean, if he's your third QB, I could see it. You know, Kyron should be back next week. He was a must-start running back. I could see it if Purdy's your third QB.
Yeah.
I don't think I would. I think you can get a, I don't know, top 24-ish running back you feel better about. That's healthy right now.
All right, half PPR. Mostert, Jones, ETN, and Connor. Pick 3.
Ooh.
I'm guessing that's
Mostert, Jones, ETN, and Connor. So
sitting
ETN's the
Mostert.
easy one.
that's Aaron
I'm gonna
Jones,
say
correct?
Connor.
Yeah, I'm going to sit Connor as well.
Okay. So there's Josina Anderson just had a report about Aaron Rodgers. Still looks like Christmas Eve is what he might be targeting, but he's hoping to get back to practice on December 2nd. It's crazy.
Why does it feel like this is not going to end well?
I mean, I also saw a report last week that he's like still not running more than like 50% body weight. So yeah, I don't know.
This is the most Jets thing ever.
Devon Achane, Brees Hall, Puka Nakua, or Terry McLaurin. We have to sit one.
I think I'm sitting McLaurin, even though I really like him this week.
I'm sitting Nakua.
I think I would sit McLaurin as well.
It's bold, Jamie, but I feel you, man. I think McLaurin is just like a freaking lock against the Giants. It's crazy.
Totally.
Oh,
70 yards or more in 8 straight games
his-
against the Giants.
Yeah.
Every single game. 18 and a half. He averages 18 and a half PPR fantasy points. Which Bears running back should I start?
None.
None,
Walter Payton.
but probably Foreman.
I'd go Herbert.
I'd go Herbert, but yeah, I have no sense of confidence there at all.
Speaking of Herbert, a different one. Oh, look who's here. Dave delivering takeout to Jamie. Herbert or
Thanks, Dave.
That was adorable.
Herbert or Purdy? Excuse me.
Are you gonna say Porzingis?
No, I was just saying
Herbert.
Herbert.
Herbert. What are we doing? Who are we voting for here?
Herbert and McBride.
Purdy over Herbert and McBride over Ford.
Yeah,
That's
Herbert and McBride.
All right, that's our show. Let's do this. Let's go week 11. Be better than Thursday's game. That's what we're asking here. Chris, Mike, Face, and Frank, and Dave. I am Adam. Good luck, everybody. We'll talk to you tonight after the 4:00 games, about 8:00, maybe a little earlier, right here on youtube.com/fantasyfootball today. Hit like, hit subscribe on your way out, and have a great day. Good luck.